I gotta rejoin again. Make sure your music's not copyright too. Okay. Oh, you have my voice on. I can hear myself. They can hear, the stream can hear me. Hi guys.
Hello everyone, welcome to Aurora Multiclass. We'll be setting up shortly and get everything ready. So, setting things up. Looking into the points today for this weekend here, we have for GT4 class, Matteo Catane right now with 109 points in a tight battle for P1 with Ozercraft right now. Tom Gio's your runner-up right now in third place with Battle of Nightmare currently. A lot of drivers have not been present over the course of this season, but we'll be seeing how it changes over the course of the race. You can see the evolution of the points over the course of the series here. We're now at race 7, so we'll be seeing how everything goes before we hit the final race of the calendar. Taking a look into the GT3 calendar, we have Pulsar in the lead right now with 122 points right now. Car Driver closely approaching right now at 100 points, with Light behind him at 71. It is currently a tight battle for P1 in the championship, and we'll be seeing how things evolve over the last few races for the season. So now,
Are the
looks
GT4s ready?
Yes, it looks like our drivers are getting ready. So, welcome everyone.
Yeah, you have a
We're going to open our microphone here to everyone. Welcome everyone to Aurora Multiclass League. Thank you all for coming this weekend. We are excited to have everyone here. We're currently at round 7 this weekend around. Taking a look into our standings, we are aware that our leader currently is Matteo Catane with 109 points. Ozercraft in a second with 108, and Tom Gio, who's not present today, is at 81 with a firm hold of P3 right now. Nightmare might be able to make some points up on him to see if he can get P3 in the Drivers' Championship this season. So, we're going to get everything set up shortly, and then we'll be ready for qualifying. Qualifying will be 15 minutes. You guys will be allowed to set as many laps as you need. Once the timer hits 0, whatever lap you are currently on will be your final lap. So once you cross the line, once the time hits 0, that is your last lap. Reset into the pits immediately afterwards, and that'll be that. Alright, my co-host here and assistant, to Chad, say hello.
Hi.
He'll be setting everything up right now. We're waiting on him now, and we'll be beginning qualifying on his command.
Alright. You guys have 10 seconds, 15 minutes to put your lap. Good luck.
Qualifying is out. Try not to cause any incidents. Everything will be recorded. So now take a look into our faithful helicopter camera. We now see Ozer trying to stay behind Caddy. So we take a look at Nightmare, who took a late start. For this weekend, this round is a 2-stop mandatory pit. We have 25 laps, so this is the only 2-stop race on the calendar, I believe. So we'll see how this goes. This track is notorious for being quite basic and not allowing the most overtaking, but it's also wide enough to allow every single car to pass, as you can see right now, as Ozer is approaching Reagan. Looks like we're getting some side-by-side action over here. We're gonna get our camera to try and approach him shortly. If it will react. There we go. Now our helicopter's moving. as Kade hits the wall along with Reagan, likely an accident. Yep, that's tragic. That'll be reported to the stewards, and we'll be managing that, possibly for a warning. As we take a look in the Ozercraft. Yes, we're doing a warning system, so 1 out of 3 over the course of the entire session this weekend. If you hit 3 out of 3, you'll be black flagged from the remainder of the session, aka the race and qualifying. So we'll be looking into that incident, but for now, Reagan and Kade temporarily have 1 out of 3. Post-race, we'll be taking a look at that. Oh, as Ozer gets a little squirrely. Now taking a look at Nightmare. He's trying to approach. He's very familiar with this track. He won it, I believe, in GT4 at one point. He was our reigning GT4 champion, but it seems like this time around he's been struggling with the new vehicle regulations. To now take a look into action. Reagan and Kade currently by the shoreline. Automation race track in New Zealand. I believe it's called South Island. This is a water treatment facility, or an old one, right next to a dam also. So this track is pretty interesting as it offers a lot of different challenges with all the elevation. The natural landscape is designed so then the water can roll off the environment freely without causing any sort of environmental impact. This is, well, by many people's opinions, probably the most environmentally friendly racetrack on our calendar, but I don't know. As apparently Reagan crashed into the wall, that's not very friendly to the environment. Looks like he's causing some issues. He's now in the pits. We'll be taking a look at Kade. Kade with the second fastest lap time currently in the GT4 class of a 2:03.162. Ozercraft's been having a very clean run so far, not having any sort of traffic. Same thing with Nightmare. Currently, nobody's been able to set a really good representative lap time, except for Ozer, as Kade is trailing behind right now. Ozer's in the hunt right now for that leaderboard. We'll have to see how everything goes over the course of this race. Based on my sources, I believe this is Reagan's first race in Aurora Multiclass Series, so we'll have to keep an eye out on for him. He's a new one of our drivers. He'll likely be here for next season as well when we change regulations of the car. We'll be introducing a new aerodynamic package and some new tire specs for GT4 cars. This will likely be our most powerful GT4s yet, but we'll have to see. As Reagan comes around corner, not hitting those curbs very aggressively, like he's trying to play it safe and get a good banker lap in. Kade with the fastest lap now of a 1:57.523. Springneck, the GT3, we are currently looking at a new tire supplier, so we'll be looking into that for the next season, for preseason testing. Those will not be streamed, but we will have new tire compounds in, and we'll see how those things go. We also have a few cockpit changes and possibly some optimization coming on for the car, but that's in the works right now, so we'll have to see how it goes. Don't forget to join the Discord for more information of our future events. Discord.gg/Aurora Racing. You can join us to witness our races. They're spectacles, to say the least. Actually, I believe tomorrow we have Formula Bishu. I am your host in Formula Bishu. Light will not be here most likely this weekend. We'll have to see. It appears apparently Ozer's having some lap timer issues. We'll have to see if we can fix that. There we go. Let's see if that fixes everything. Hopefully so. Thank you for that communication, Pulsar. I believe it is now fixed. We take a look in the Cat A right now, our current pole setter. Reagan was finally able to set a somewhat decent lap, but he's currently off pace. Good lap times seem to be the sub 2-minute range right now, so we'll have to see if anyone's able to set some fast laps in. As Ozer is all the way down on the beach side. We take a look at him. We currently can't see his car. It's loading in. There it is. The wonderful car. As he comes in with a 158.162. Pretty competitive lap. Right in the range of what we need to see. Next season we'll be adding in a 110% rule. So that'll mean that everyone will need to be 10% within their times in order to qualify. If you're not able to do that, then you'll be likely eliminated. This will be to prevent drivers from being too slow. And in addition, we'll also be adding in likely something where we'll need everyone to set in at least 5 laps during practice. This is just to prevent unfamiliar drivers from racing. So we'll have to see. You'd be surprised how wide 10% is. That's about 5 seconds. We'll likely be testing it, so those might change, but we'll have to see how it goes over the course of the season. We're not going to be implementing it this season. We have implemented some of those rules, though, into Formula Bishu. As Nightmare is getting a nice tow from Reagan right now. Nightmare currently setting a sub 2-minute lap right now. Trying to get that pass on Reagan. As Nightmare hits the wall. Oh no, he got too much speed from Reagan. Oh, don't worry. If there's like an outlier time, we won't classify that. It just needs to be like... You need to be very close to the general pack. If P1's like an obscenely fast lap time, then we'll probably likely consider P2 to be the benchmark. It depends, situationally. No. You cannot take a shortcut. If you crash, then that is your fault. Apologies. We do not allow on-track resets. Everyone must reset into the pits. To Chad, how much time do we have left?
4 minutes, 30 seconds.
4 minutes, 30 seconds, okay. I believe I must likely have, deleted my timer. Give me 1 moment here.
No Nightmare.
I'm going to do some, quick adjustments to my UI. Chad, can you unlock UI editing real quick? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Let's get this back. Now we're taking a look into Reagan. Hey Chad, quick question. Is there any way to hide this information in the helicopter thing, or no?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, that's fine.
Here, I switched to the heli UI I made just temporarily.
Okay, let's take a look at this. What's it called? BRT
Or
HUD.
racing heli.
Alright, let's take a look into this. Alright, there we go. I'll do a bit of editing here. Live. There we go. That seems to be a bit nicer.
Just when you get to the message at the top, just scroll on it, and then you should get the timer.
Perfect. There we go. That works. Thank you. That looks pretty nice now. We are now 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. As our current fastest lap so far is from Cat A with a 157.523. He's not showing any signs of improvement currently, but we'll have to see if he's able to make any moves. I don't believe TJ will be racing. He might, but I doubt. Does it sound like he's trying to drive? Sounds like TJ's actually trying to join. We got a random person here. See if they're in the server. Confirm if they are. If they aren't in voice chat, then we'll remove them. As Kaita goes across the line with a 157.202. Good lap from him. Currently the fastest driver right now. Ozer not able to make any progress. Apparently his lap counter not possibly working. We'll have to see. Apparently Ozer's been having some lap timer issues. Don't quite know why. As we've now hit 0 minutes remaining, all drivers finish your last laps and then we will finish qualifying. As Reagan crossed the line. Ozer's in the pits. So it seems like only Nightmare and Caddy are on the track right now. We'll see if Nightmare's able to pull out any surprise poles. As Nightmare resets.
Nope.
So it appears only Reagan and Caddy are on track.
Reagan's done.
Okay, I was about to say. So Reagan's doing his pit lap then. Okay. As Caddy overshoots. Oh, he hits the barrier. That would be the end of qualifying. Session is over. Track is now closed. We'll now be waiting for GT3 to spawn in their cars. So let's get over to the waiting. Alright, we are back on air. I currently now have a photo of all those lap times, I believe. There we go. So we'll be getting everything set up now as we move over. So we're now here for GT3 qualifying. It's on to Chad now to set up everything, and we'll get ready.
A few moments here. Same thing as GT4. Go easy, guys. You get 15 minutes to set a lap.
Try not to cause any incidents and give good spacing. Do not be bumper to bumper at the start.
You can go. Give me half a second. Okay, stay still, guys. I haven't thrown anything yet.
Do not leave the pits. Please be stationary.
I'll give it a second before you guys start this.
Don't worry, Mr. Pickles. We're not starting just yet. Oh, apparently we have some server technical difficulties. It appears on stream I did not have the racing thing set up, but as you can see, yeah, server kind of disconnected, so we will be back shortly.
Sorry about that, guys. Everyone reconnects and then we'll get going again.
Yeah. We're currently resetting the server right now. This will take a little bit of time.
Only have the GT3 spawn in, please.
Yes, only GT3 spawn in. GT4 do not spawn, please. Thank you. Just so everyone's aware, we're not sponsored by Wheat Thins, but I like to support them a lot, so huge shout out to Wheat Thins, the best snack in the world. You guys can fight me in the hill to death for that, but I say they are better than anything else. They are the best crackers out there. So, yeah. Alright, it looks like all of our GT3s are now here. Chad, whenever you're ready.
You're missing one, I believe. Mr. Pickle.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, pulls over, good. You guys could stay in pits, please.
Please stay in pits. Car driver, please return to pits. You are outside of pits.
You're past the cones, buddy.
I'm flashing you. This is your fault. Oh, apparently it reset my UI. Can you fix that, Chad? Just don't lock the UI. thing.
Okay.
There we go. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, just waiting on Mr. Pickles and then we'll get started here.
Alrighty. How do you change the color of the light?
Cannot remember. Pickles, or if you could back up.
Yes,
That'd be
please
amazing.
do not be lined up. Everyone needs to be in their pit
Let's
stalls.
go to your pit box.
Do not be at the line, be at your pit spot.
Let me give it a few seconds here, and then I'll start it. I know you guys are in your pit stops.
Alrighty. Everyone be lined up, nice and organized. Give enough adequate space so people can pull out. Don't be parked at an angle. So that includes Pulsar, Nick, and Car
Have
Driver.
them locked, it's fine. They're all in pit stops. They're fine how they are.
Okay. Alright then. Well, it looks like everything's getting set up now. So we're gonna go back to live. As we're getting everything set up now. We'll be getting ready for our qualifying very soon. Here with us today, we have Rick, Mr. Pickles, Car Driver, Springnick, and Pulsar. As we're now getting ready to start qualifying here. As we're already into some pit kerfuffles, every driver, please make sure to give adequate space. Do not be next to each other, please and thank you. I do not want to deal with accidents. As Rick already hits the barrier, seems like a common occurrence for him. He'll now be in the pits again for the however manyth time. This Car Driver lets Springnick by, likely looking to get a tow for him. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to join the Aurora Racing Discord. Discord.gg/AuroraRacing. We race every weekend, right around this time of day. About 1 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're looking for some good quality racing, we offer stuff from oval all the way to rally and circuit racing like this. I'm your host for AMCL and Formula B Shoe. This week we also have Axeman's ever so popular Group C race. We'll be doing that very shortly afterwards of AMCL. I'll be co-hosting with him. I'll be streaming for that. So that'll be quite exciting. We'll see how that goes. Taking a look at the lap times on the board right now, Pulsar is setting fastest one of a 146.877. Car driver for 148.508. Rick being the slowest out of the field right now. He's around pace of Mr. Pickles. Looks like they'll be having a pretty good race together. They're a bit slow though so far. Likely not even setting a fast lap yet. So we'll have to keep track of those as we come around. Taking a look at the times right now, they are currently about right ahead of Reagan in terms of their lap times, which is good. But they'll be needing a set of 157 or faster in order to qualify ahead of GT4. So that'll be the benchmark for them today. They're part of our rookie category for the GT3. So they're newer drivers, so we like to give them a little bit of leeway. But we'll have to see how everything goes over the course of the race. We currently have 8 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Current fastest lap right now is from car driver 144.890. This track is very technical and difficult, offering a very large back straight, so it's a matter of also setup. If you can have less drag on your car to control it, then you will be doing better in the rest of your competition. This track consists of very long straightaways. Chad, I have a quick question. Could you check my microphone and see if the audio's not too loud on the stream for me?
It seems to be fine.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you. Taking a look at the races that we'll have today. Earlier this morning we had the TCR Cup. That was hosted by the Chad. Soon enough we'll be having the AGC 1.5 hours of Le Mans. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be your commentator for today. I'll be streaming that and keeping a nice record of that. It'll be quite exciting. We have two groups. We'll be having Group C2 and Group C1. So we'll have to see how everything goes. Alright, taking a look at some new music here. There we go. Well, that's exciting. Reagan will be streaming and recording. That'll be quite fun. We'll have plenty of POVs then. Taking a look at some of the other cars, we have Springnick ahead of car driver right now. Springnick's been setting some pretty consistent laps right now. Looks like he was on his cooldown lap. Or no, actually it looks like he set his fastest lap not too long ago, actually. So he might be improving even more. Be quite an accomplishment for this young man. Our only Greek driver that we have is he comes in with a 147.606. Apparently Mr. Pickles somehow managed to flip a GT3 car. A rarity. As Pulsar's coming around, Mr. Pickles is going to leave space for Pulsar probably. He'll be blue flagged in the session, so it doesn't matter. Unless Pulsar is going slow, which in that case, Mr. Pickles is free to push. We'll be taking a look at Pulsar. Looks like he decided he was gonna take the pits. So yeah. Nightmare apparently looking for some violence between Greek and Turkey. Don't quite know why. If I'm being honest here, Greek sauce does not really go well on turkey. It's not very tasty, so yeah. Oh, he's talking about the countries. I see, I see. Ah. Man, I'm really hungry. Wheat thins, baby. Wheat thins. And then I'm taking a look at Spring Neck again. Spring Neck is a good gap car driver right now. Mr. Pickle's apparently having some issues. So he has to leave. As Rick's now crossing around the bend there. We'll see him coming around. See if he's able to set any fast laps. Rick has now set a faster lap from before. He currently now is ahead of the field for GP4. Mr. Pickles was behind, so yeah. Spring Neck sponsored by Marlboro. Yeah, apparently quite a heavy smoker I hear for our Greek driver. Marlboro's, I wouldn't say it's very healthy for you, but hey, if you want to smoke Marlboro, go ahead. I'm trying not to get a suit from Marlboro, so I have to say Marlboro because it's funny. Yeah, totally. As we're not watching a car driver here, going in the back straight. We're gonna see if he sets any faster lap times right now. Pulsar, his only close competition. He's been struggling to set some laps in right now. So he comes around the back stretch right now. He's making a pretty tight corner right now. Slightly off track. Oh yeah, he's off track there. He's holding control though. As it comes around. Good job on him. He's a pretty talented driver. The new compounds next season will be shaking up the field quite a bit. Our tires are a little bit more predictable, let's just say. So we'll have to see how it goes. Car driver apparently lost force feedback. That'll be quite bad for him. taking a look at our lap times now. Everyone is faster than a GT4. Bravo. It'd be quite sad if we had anyone behind a GT4. Guy driver with the fastest lap is time clicks. He won't set a lap. As we now take a look, it looks like Spring, Nick, Pulsar, and Rick are on their final laps. We'll see if Pulsar's able to pull anything. Because it's a 147.356. That wasn't really doing anything. Mr. Pickle is not here, so yeah, he won't be here for the race, unfortunately. So Rick closes the line. Sets a new fastest lap for him of a 149.037. Good job to him. But it looks like every driver on the grid here has now completed their laps. We'll be having an 8-car grid. So we'll be taking a screenshot of that. And we'll be right back with our positions as we set up our grid. Alright, we are live now for the AMCL multi-class. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Chad will be taking over for the start procedure. Our positions are now in the times and positions channel. And to Chad, whenever you're ready, instruct our drivers on what they need to do. Go over the race restart procedure and everything. Anything that needs to be discussed with them and whatnot. And yeah, let's get to it.
Pretty simple. It is a 25 lap race, 2 mandatory pit stops. That means you must come into pits and pit twice. That what's called tows do not count as mandatory pit stops, but when you drive in during your pit stop, if you could just type pit in chat or pitted or something, make it a little bit easier for us just in case we don't miss it. Virtual safety cars, if that's called, everybody will catch the leader. The leader will be decided when the flag is thrown. You will catch that car, and then when the virtual safety car ends, we will throw an ending flag. That means the leader is in control, and whenever the green flag is thrown, that means we will resume racing.
Can you go over them with the passing? We're going to allow for this race here drivers to pass each other if they're lapped, based on their class. So lead cars in GT4 will be on what their lead lap is. So no position
So
change.
when you're under virtual safety car, I will throw a wave by starting flag. That means you guys will all move to the left, I believe. And then if you are given the go-ahead, you will pass on the right and complete a wave by. But if you're confused at all, just catch the cue and you'll be instructed further on. If you were not given a wave by, then you stay in the queue. Now we're going to start the formation lap here. So when I call your name, if you could just pull out and catch the cue. So our first driver is going to be car driver. If you could just get going. And everybody should catch up to him when I call your name. So Pulsar, you can leave now. Spring Nick. And Rick. Kate. Ozer. Nightmare. And then Regan behind Nightmare. I believe this is a standing start?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be doing staggered with leader on the left side.
P1 is on the left. So you guys should be single file at this point. This is your time to warm your tires, get your car up to temperature. It's a formation lap. Remember to keep distance, please. If you crash under this formation lap, you will be starting from pit lane. So during virtual safety car, the virtual safety car will end. That will be signified by a virtual safety car ending flag or ended flag. And then when the leader has decided to jump, so the restart is on the leader, I will throw a green flag so everyone knows that the leader has begun going. So I'll give you guys a little example here. Whenever you see, I'm looking for it real quick. Whenever you see that flag, that means we are about to go green. That means the leader's in control.
Alright, I'm gonna do some commentating here just for one moment. Taking a look into the point standing this weekend, for the GT3 lineup right now, Pulsar is our leader right now, with 122 points, with car driver in the lead right now for this race here. This will most likely cause him to get even closer to Pulsar. It's a 22-point gap, so if Pulsar gets P2, he will be able to prevent some damage. But we don't know with this grid today, so we'll have to see how everything goes. Hopefully everything's clean for both the two drivers. No incidents today. Taking a look at our GT4, with an even tighter grid right now, Mateo and Ozer are in a very hard battle right now. So
staggered start, please.
There are a 1-point difference here. So whoever wins this race here will most likely hold the championship lead in the GT4 race. So this is a battle.
Bit of a gap
for
between
everything.
GT3 and 4, please. Car driver, you're good. Pulsar, you're good. Spring neck, you can pull up a little bit.
Now we'll be doing
Pulsar,
a
if you can
staggered
back up, we're doing
start, just so you
staggered.
guys are aware.
Close enough. I believe that is everybody.
Pulsar,
Regan,
can you
when I
back
give
up just
you-
a tiny bit more?
Pulsar just slightly back. Regan, when I give you a green flag, you can exit pits.
There you go. Yeah, your bumpers should be aligned with each other, pretty much. So your car driver's rear bumper should be right where Pulsar's rear bumper would be. Pulsar's rear bumper would be where Springnick's bumper is, so on and so forth. So yeah, Rick, you can pull up just a little bit if you want to.
Perfect. Okay. Remember, guys, 25 laps, 2 mandatory pit stops. Good luck. Go easy, okay?
We're going to be starting from the pit lane. This
And the
race
green
seems-
flag is thrown. Regan, whenever I give you a second one, you can go. Not yet, Regan. Stay in pits, please. Okay, you're good.
Pulsar taking an early lead from car driver. Pulsar with a better launch right now. This will affirm him in the championship lead here. Car driver needs to win this race in order to get some gap on Pulsar here. So this is crucial for him in the standings. Appears that Reagan will be DNFing. Looks like he's not able to race today. Having some issues with his computer, seems like. As we are now on our first lap currently. This car driver's coming around. He's trying to get close to Pulsar. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at some of the cars behind. As Nightmare and Ozer are battling. As Ozer goes slightly off track, same with Nightmare, he spins a little bit. A Springneck! Oh, Springneck causing an issue. Seems like Springneck had a lag spike. Looks like he almost hit Kade. Springneck resetting your car.
That will not count.
Yeah.
Ozer has seemed to have a problem too.
Who was it that he collided with there? What did it look like?
Wasn't.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look at the replay there. Looks like Spring might have collided with someone. Can't quite tell. That'll be one tally for him, or one warning, I should say, for the entire event. I believe it was just a GT4 driver. I don't know who it was, though. I'm gonna take a look at the stream.
Ozer crashed his game.
Apparently Ozer crashed his game, that's not good. It appears Springneck collided with Kade, possibly. So that'll be one warning for Springneck out of 3 for the weekend. As we now take a look into our race lead right now, car driver I believe is now P3 right now, it seems. Can't quite tell. Apparently Rick had a 50-second pit, most likely had damaged his car significantly. He might not have set his things right. Rick not very happy that his engineers have to go and repair his car after he told them or ordered them. Maybe he should have told them not to go and repair his car. They wanted to slow down that, or had a quicker pit stop. But, can't quite tell if he had the tow or not. Seems like
with a strong and sturdy lead here.
Springnick is now catching up to Caddy. Again, trying to pass him. Springnick, spins again on the back straight. Okay, Rick had the tow. Springnick had some incident.
Car driver in.
First straightaway, it looks like there's some parts on the track, so that'll be a warning to everyone there. Who wrecked? Did anyone go wreck? Car driver wrecked.
Just Rick.
Did Rick collide with him?
I don't know what's that. No, car driver itself, I believe.
I see. As Pulsar is now your current race leader, holding a mighty fine lead right now. Apparently it says Pulsar's on lap 1. Can't quite tell if he got lapped or not. I don't think so.
He should be on.
Looks like there might have been an issue with the script. Might have to do a quick lap reset thing, so then we can fix that. We're on lap 2, so we'll set everyone to...
I'll look into it real quick.
Okay. Might just need to add 1 lap to him, if need be. Just make sure to set the thing. Yeah, there you go. As apparently Springnick flips his car. What was that? What an absolutely massive wreck. That'll be a virtual safety car there. We're gonna call that out. Gonna let everyone catch
leader
up.
is Pulsar. He's gonna slow everyone, catch the queue. Do not pass. Oh, is he? Did he crash?
Nightmare, do not pass Pulsar. Or, Springnick, sorry. We did not let any wave buys.
Did
It's a
Pulsar
virtual
crash?
safety car.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're left. You have to wait for the wave by.
Yeah, I caught that. Car
Yeah.
driver. Thank you.
Do not pass until wave buys are given.
I'm working on it. Pulsar.
Laps are getting fixed right now. Drivers are on the backstretch right now, lining up. Current P1 is Pulsar. P2, I believe, maybe Springnick. I can't be fully certain. It's a bit blurry. Rick is lapped. I believe Spring is as well. He crashed. Nightmare, make sure to slow down your car. There you go.
Car driver.
Car driver is having some issues with his wheel today. Sounds like he's losing his force feedback for whatever reason. He may be unable to race. This will be a pivotal moment for Pulsar. As we're gonna take a look into car driver wherever he's at. He's pulling up now. No wave buys are here yet. The Chad will be managing wave buys, so he'll likely let someone buy soon.
So we're gonna start the wave by. Everyone stay left, and then if I call your name, you're gonna be going around at once, and then you'll catch the back of the queue. So it's going to be Rick and then Springnick. Everyone else stay left.
Did you fix the issue of Pulsar's lap count?
It should fix it by the time he crosses the line.
Okay.
If not, I will do something else.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, Pulsar. Okay. Yes. Car driver, I mean, since we are under safety car, it might be smart for you to go into the pits. You can probably recalibrate your wheel.
You could also get your mandatory.
Yes, that's true.
Right now,
You can do that right now. So that's probably smart.
So Kate, Nightmare.
So, apparently car driver's just blatantly ignoring us and just going ahead, so he won't be able to recalibrate his wheel in the pits. I guess. As both car driver, or Nightmare and Kate pit.
Car driver's already done one, but there's 2 mandatory. Just keep that in mind. 2 mandatory.
Not quite sure what's going on with car driver right now. Yes, car driver, we told you could recalibrate in the pits, since it's under safety car. That means you can still catch up to the queue afterwards. You could just enter in the pits, wait. Yes, you'll take a little bit of a starting position penalty, or not even really penalty. You'll just be starting behind other drivers, but you're still on lead lap, or I believe you're on the same lap as everyone else, so should be fine. Quick question, Chad. Why does it show that Pulsar is behind Rick?
I don't know.
Rick's now entering into pits.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick has now done 1 out of 2 pits. Alright, we're gonna do this time around for releasing safety car. We'll leave the procedure up to the Chad. He can go over it again. We'll be doing it on the front straight, so right by the start line, we'll be having the race restart. And Springneck has finally caught back up.
And Rick to catch back up. We'll find out.
Leaf Springneck may be on lead lap now? Not quite sure.
Springneck is still going to be 1 down. He's going to stay. Oh, Springneck, please catch the. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. You're good. My fault.
He would have to start behind the other cars, though, because they're in the queue. He has to fight through traffic.
That is true. Springneck,
But we'll let it slide by this time around.
Yeah, we'll keep you for now. Never mind.
Yeah. We'll be nice this time around.
Rick's
So-
not going to be able to, though. He will not catch in time.
Yeah. Safety car will be ending soon, right around the final corner. And then it'll be up to Pulsar, our leader, for the race restart.
So whenever the leader is ready. Leader's in control.
Green flag out. This car driver's trying to fight for Pulsar's life. Pulsar is currently in the lead, so this is a battle for the position here. Car driver can't get around Pulsar. Pulsar, an immovable wall. If he was Spanish, he'd be considered the Minister of Defense. But we all know what happened there. But I guess maybe that's just a Red Bull thing. Now take a look at the battle for positions here. Cade is battling Nightmare, it appears, as Rick is now passing by. Good move from him. And go back to the airplane, or the chopper. And we're gonna watch our battle here. Looks like Car Driver's getting gapped again by Pulsar. Pulsar having him genuinely beat in pace so far. But Car Driver is known for his good one-lap pace, so one lap may be all it needs, or all he needs, in order to catch back up to Pulsar. So we'll see.
The onboard stream killed itself. Damn it.
Oh, that's not fun. Not much to talk about so far, currently. Pulsar with a firm lead right now. Holding it tight. I can say if it's Nightmare is trying to approach Cade. Not much for him to gain. It's apparently Ozer. I haven't quite seen him. Might have not been able to return. His computer likely
He has
dying.
not been able to return due to on the formation map.
That's unfortunate for him, so this will be a dent in the championship for him. This will be quite a difficulty for his campaign. Pulsar comes around. This will be the start of his 7th lap. Apparently I didn't update him to his 7th lap. Chad, can you update it to where when he crosses the line, he's at lap 8?
Yes.
Thank you. Just to fix that. So it looks like there might be something wrong with that, because it's showing Car Driver's P1 right now when Pulsar should still be P1. He should be on lap 7 right now, but it's saying he's on lap 6. Rick is taking a second pit. Had some steering damage. Same thing with Spring Neck, it appears. So both Spring Neck and Rick have pitted. So Rick has completed his mandatory pits. Spring has done one of his too. Taking a look at our drivers right now. Car Driver, Nightmare, Cade, Rick, and Spring Neck have all pitted. Pulsar is not pitted yet. He's trying to build a gap from Car Driver right now. Once he gets that gap, he'll probably likely pit. Since he has no damage, he might be able to get a really fast pit stop. As Pulsar has a large lead right now. They listen to some overly dramatic music from YouTube. Car Driver is trying to approach him. as Rick is currently unlapped, but we're watching him. He might get himself lapped again. That'll be quite a shame to see if that happens. As we take a look now, Cat A and Nightmare. It's a decent gap right now. But it looks like there isn't enough drivers for him to get any draft or anything. Springnick has some damage, it appears. So he's probably going to do his second pit soon. As he goes into pits. Alright. That's 2 of 2 of his pits. So he's free to go out for the remainder of the race. As we now take a look, we have Rick coming by. He'll be finishing up with the lap soon. We now wait patiently as Pulsar and Car Driver are coming by. Here comes Pulsar. Here comes Car Driver. Car Driver unable to make up the distance right now for Pulsar. Pulsar might be able to use this opportunity to pit early, but I don't think he will. Apparently, Pulsar is now on lap 10 for whatever reason.
I'll fix that again. Never mind.
As our lap counter is apparently broken. We're still actively developing it. It's kind of homebrewed. Not really, but it somewhat is. So it's in the works. I'm dying here. Good thing I have wheat thins. Please sponsor us. We need the money. Alright. Taking a look back now. Apparently, Miko's ick is changing. For whatever reason. There we go. Get some decent music here. Alright, there we go. Finally fixed the audio, so now it doesn't play random songs.
Did you know that?
Alright, taking a look back right now. Looks like Pulsar's lap timer was fixed a little bit. Taking a look right now. Pulsar has a pretty large gap on Car Driver now. Might be a safe bet for him to pit soon. We're now on lap 11. As Pulsar now enters the pits, he'll be going in for probably a quick tire change. As Car Driver will now be your temporary race leader.
A little altercation in the carousel between Captain and Springnick. I think Springnick to toe.
Who is it?
Kate and Springnick. I wasn't sure who was involved or who was at fault.
As we look at our race leader, currently Car Driver, he has taken 1 out of 2 of his pits. Pulsar is behind by quite a decent margin, but not too far. With fresh tires, he can make use of this to set the fastest lap and also be able to catch ahead of him. The fastest lap does give multiple points, so this is quite pivotal, or quite important, I would say, for him. As we're gonna just go back to the helicopter camera because I don't know what I'm doing. Pulsar taking a pretty nice line. The winner of the series will be getting $25 US, with $10 to the runner-up and $5 for third place. This will be for both classes. So currently, with this lead, Pulsar is on track to get that $25. It's not necessarily a large prize, but it's something. It's more of like a consolation and a thank you for their time. So we're currently watching Nightmare now. Has some pretty clean air. You know, taking a look at his season so far, he's been doing pretty decent all in all. But he's had a few hiccups here and there, and he hasn't really been practicing all that much, it seems. And it seems to show as well, occasionally. But he seems to have grips with his car now. Let's just hope that he's able to set some faster laps and catch up to the leader. He needs to make up some points over the course of this series so that he can get into the top 3. That is the goal of the series after all. So he also needs to fight for that title, but taking a look in the standings right now, I don't think there's any way he can really catch up very easily. Our point system is kind of flawed. That'll be changed for next season as well, so it'll offer a lot more close competition, but we'll have to see how everything goes in the end. Next season we'll be doing 1 point for each position, so every race is very important next season. So first place would be getting 5, second would be getting 4, so on and so forth. And there is a fastest lap point as well that'll be added in for next season.
Car
It'll be a
driver coming in
single.
for another mandatory.
Oh,
It's gonna give Pulsar back the lead, but Pulsar's gonna have to pit as well later down the line.
that is true. Unless car driver has a slow pit.
Which is looking like it. Held him up for a few seconds there.
But was Pulsar able to catch up? Yeah, he did make a good gap. Pulsar will need to push quite hard right now. He really needs to get that gap going. Pulsar should be on lead lap. Yes, he is. So this is quite important for him. Ah yes, a quote from SFK of the race we have today. Well, wheel. Well, wheel. Ah yes. I bet the drivers will love that. Probably irritating them with my voice. Taking a look so far. I believe car driver is at 2 out of 2 pits. Rick's at 2 out of 2. Same with Spring Nick. So Pulsar is the only GT3 driver left to have to pit. And then we have Nightmare and Caddy who need to pit once, I believe. But I might be wrong about that. Can you confirm if they've pitted twice?
Sorry, who?
Nightmare and Caddy. They have pitted twice?
No, I haven't gotten any of them.
Okay.
Car driver 2, Pulsar 1, Spring Nick 2, Rick 2, Kate 1, Ozer 0, Nightmare 1, Regan 0.
Caddy holding a pretty firm lead right now, I believe, in the GT4. It's really only Caddy versus Nightmare right now, so. Nightmare has not just been as fast as Caddy, so it's been a struggle. Perhaps the pit phase will change a few things, but we'll have to see how that goes. Especially as time moves on. Yeah. I don't really know what to say right now. Wheat thins. The field of champions. Or champion? I don't know. I guess I'll be champions because I've won twice and on track to win 3 times. Or 3 championships. We'll see. We'll see. Chad, try to keep track on those 2 cars that haven't pitted yet. If you look in note keeping, there is records of them. Pulsar is slowly approaching Rick now. He'll be able to lap him soon. This positioning right now, he'll be able to get a good toe off of him, which will benefit him in breaking away from Car Driver. Especially if he's able to do this on back straight. That speed toe will help him out significantly, with possibly getting a break to get that last mandatory pit in. So we're currently on lap 17. We'll see if he wants to pit early and use this toe to break away from Car Driver, or if he wants to hold out a little bit longer with those tires. The choice is up to him in the end. As Pulsar is approaching Rick. Rick keeping a lot of space wide open. As Pulsar slightly wide. Rick same here. Rick holds it safe. Same with Pulsar. As Pulsar comes by. Rick has the blue flag, so he's gonna let Pulsar by. As Rick is now lapped. Pulsar comes by clean. Held up a little bit, so it didn't seem like he really got that much of an advantage from that toe there. But it seems like he'll be able to make a good break. He might use this opportunity to pit early now. He is the only GT3 to not have pitted 2 times. He's only pitted once. So he really needs to do that pit. As he goes out for another lap. Hoping that maybe Car Driver will get impeded.
Well, we've got to keep in mind we also have a decent amount of the race left. He may be saving his tires for the last lap fight.
That's true.
This Car Driver is going to have to make his last.
That's true. That's a good strategy. I'll be right back. Chad, you'll be our commentator now. You get to have some fun. Toodles.
That's great.
Oh, Pulsar going off track. Oh no. Holy.
Your leader off track.
Alright, I'm gonna head off now. I'll be right
Not
back.
going to kill too much of his time at the moment, but it's definitely going to make an impact. Car seems to be relatively okay. But definitely gave Car Driver a big gap closer. Also, we're gonna have to make a blue flag past Rick again. Oh, Rick's up off into the barrier. Holzer's coming in for his last mandatory pit. That's going to give Car Driver the overall lead. But Rick, you being here, might hold up Car Driver. Holzer's not too far behind, only about a few seconds. One turn. With 5 laps to go, can Pulsar catch? Rick is going to be giving Car Driver a run for his money. Trying desperately to stay in front of him. Not go another lap down. But he's going to give the blue flag by, and he's going to let him pass. Nightmare's gonna have to abide by blue flag here in a moment. He's about to get lapped again by the GT3 class. Where will he let them go? Nightmare trying to be predictable. Clean allowance. He's gonna have to like rip by as well. Look at that display. Freaking Pulsar finally closing that gap on Nightmare. Both made it past safely. Rick off into the sand. Another pit. Spring Neck with a spin on the final turn.
Playing. That's not copyright-free music. Right, may I go back now? You're right.
Pulsar still has the fastest lap by 2/10. Can he catch Car Driver by the end of this race? 4 to go. Can he close it?
Alrighty, I am back now. Alright, as the music continues. Yeah, I accidentally had F1 music playing on my computer for whatever reason.
Everybody but Nightmare has completed their mandatory.
Pulsar has completed his mandatory? Oh, Pulsar goes off track
Everybody.
again.
Rick off in the chicane a little bit. His car seems to be a bit more damaged.
So it's just Nightmare now who has not pitted, right?
Nightmare's the only one, just one more.
Is Pulsar ahead of Car Driver?
Pulsar is P2 overall.
I see. So he has to fight for Car Driver. But I'm guessing Car Driver's tires are pretty worn out by now, right?
They're not letting him down too much.
I see. Interesting. Car Driver might
Last
have had a
lap,
strategy.
Car Driver
master
was
plan.
faster than Pulsar, so at the moment it doesn't look like Pulsar is going to be catching.
Well,
He's
that's
actually
interesting.
losing time over these past 2 laps.
So I guess it
Ever so
looks like
slightly.
perhaps a strategy master
anything can
class is
happen.
going.
Rick is in for another pit.
I see. Interesting. So, I want your thoughts here. We have our next race will be the AGC 1.5 hours Le Mans. What are your thoughts on that event, Chad?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm partaking in it myself.
You're a
We're gonna
driver,
get a few
right?
onboards from a few other drivers, yeah. So hopefully we can have some good media coverage. We have you obviously with the main broadcast.
That'll be fun.
Probably a few safety cars here and there, but yeah, overall I think it's going to be a good race.
We'll have to see. This is the first time we've seen these cars all on the same grid. So a lot of those cars might be pretty varying in speed.
Skill.
Yeah.
Nightmare's in for his mandatory. Everybody's completed their mandatory as of the moment.
Bravo. Was he taking now look at car driver and Pulsar?
Battle seems to be tightening, but Pulsar is off.
Pulsar is having a nightmare of a
Most as he
weekend.
was catching.
Yeah. It's pretty tough for him. Unless car driver has any issues, I don't think he can catch up.
Rick's gonna be off in turn 1 too. That's gonna be terrible. The car driver gonna be clear by then. Springnick is also off. Just before the carousel.
Looks like tire wear is finally starting to put a major factor in.
Tire wear is starting to set in for these GT3s, but
Yeah.
also
Although it's a
going back to
mandatory
Jesco
2
on
spot,
West Coast,
this strategy is most
it's
likely
looking
a
like they're professional sandcastle builders again. At 3 out of the 4 in the sand.
Mm-hmm. I also believe all the GT3s are all on the same part of the track right now. They're all on the back straight.
They're all on the back straight at the moment, and the other 2 GT4s are on the waterfront.
Be interesting. Cars will be able to draft each other. Car driver is really keeping his nerves together. He's trying to go for that fastest lap point, most likely. If he can get those, that will help his championship title fight against Pulsar. But if Pulsar gets that fastest lap, that'll only give car driver a 5-point advantage over Pulsar for the end of this race. As Springnick goes into pits again, Rick is spun.
Rick is going to be spun out on the final turn. Keep an eye out on that Pulsar. Rick, hold your brakes, please. Whoa.
Pulsar saves it. Good job on him.
It's going to be the last lap battle between car driver and Pulsar at the moment.
We'll have to see. This is only a battle for consistency at this point. Car driver has about a 12-second gap, it feels like, so.
Roughly, he did pull a 2nd and 1/10 on the last lap, so that might have been due to Rick's shenanigans there.
Pulsar going off track again. Really going for those sandcastles. We'll need to give a
Desperately
reward.
trying to keep Rick behind him.
Yeah, as Rick
Doesn't
spins
matter,
it.
Rick
Ugh.
is losing the rear, managing to keep it out of the wall.
This track is really bad for
He's
tire.
not going to have any help on the back straight. The only way he can catch now is if car driver makes a move in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare's off towards the final turn. He's limping it across. Gonna go through the pits. Car driver's gonna come across the last turn for the final time. He's gonna be your winner. The GT3 class. Pulls are a short 2nd.
Congratulations to both those drivers today. It's a hard-fought battle. As Pulsar comes in with the fastest lap of the day, that'll be 20 points to his name.
Car driver, Pulsar, Rick just finished. Nightmare, you're done. Springnick's gonna come across the line now.
Did Rick or Springneck finish first? Who was ahead?
We'll look back, but I believe it is Rick. Springnick is 1 lap down. Relative to Rick.
That
We're just waiting on
means
Cat.
that Rick would be our 3rd place finisher for GT3. Congratulations to him.
Car driver wants off the track immediately as he's taking the short road. He's trying to get back to that podium for the quick celebration.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mateo finished first, correct?
Sorry.
Mateo finished
Cat's
first, right?
You would have to look. Kate coming across the line here. Moment.
As with this finish for Nightmare, he is now taking over Tom for 3rd place in the championship. Mateo extends his lead.
And that is going to be session over. All positions are finalized. We'll deal with penalties and bada bing, bada boom.
Well, thanks you guys for coming here today. We're not going to be doing any post-race interviews. I got to do a few things, so I'll be heading out. But thank you guys for everything, and hope you guys all have a good day. Thanks for the great racing today.